wanted to review this with you. You sent a text, and I'm not sure if I understand exactly what you're talking about. The thanks for submitting is white text, and it does look like it's showing up. Maybe you already fixed that. That might be part of it. And this just appears once they hit the submit button. Now this black space here, if you want to get rid of that, you can click on one of the items like this menu here, and then I can use the drag handle to kind of pull it all up in space. Um, so that gives it a little less breathing room there. So let's see what that looks like. Oops, preview. But I like to have little bits of gaps because it just gives a little bit of breathing room, but feel free to modify those to your liking. I think that might look a little bit better. Um, so that's it. Also, don't forget to look at mobile if you do make any changes. And this might be where you're talking. There is a bigger gap here, so we can make this gap smaller. And even move the Yappa book up just a little bit. But again, I like to have a little space because on each page there may be a picture that goes right here. We don't want it to touch necessarily. So giving a little bit of space is nice, but we just made that smaller, so that looks, I think, a lot better. So anyway, let me know if you have any other questions. But those little drag handles, these are what you can use to kind of decrease or increase space as desired. And then there's also these little drag handles that allow you to kind of pull everything up and down in sync. Because if I were to just grab this and move it, it doesn't move everything else in sync. So it's nice to use these drag handles because they move everything together. That's below it anyway. So that's the mobile view, and this is the desktop view. And yeah, if you see any other places where you want to get rid of space, you know, you can click here. You can use these little drag handles to kind of enlarge or decrease the space on any of this stuff. So like we could add, get this a little bit closer to that text, for example. You could even make this comments thing a little shorter. Let's see if we want, just so it's not quite so tall. I don't know if it needs that much space. So anyway, let me know what you think if you have any other questions. But yeah, this should be a good little tutorial to show you how to get this to kind of reduce space as needed.